He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Now Edwards-Helaire. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
He was taken down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Barkley's pass.
4 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barkley, and he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
11 on the play.
From the gun, Barkley. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Barkley, that is caught at the 7-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times,
a good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Akou just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Tennessee.
Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
3-yard line.
So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in...
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So he missed his first two, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
The score, Titans 22, Ravens 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll run on first down. Gibson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here we go, D, get up.
On second down, Burrow. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all... It's hard to execute against them.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for it, and momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Operating from the gun, Barkley. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It was Shaq Lawson there. He'll get credit for the tackle for loss.
At the 28-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you. I got you.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Burrow. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
At the 14-yard line.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Joe Burrow looking deep for Adams. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Here's Burrow. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 down at the 33. Now a give right side. It's Gibson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
38-yard line.
Second and 14. Now it's Burrow. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
22. Ravens 14.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Shaq Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the...
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First down.
Now Barkley. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17.
From the gun, Barkley.
First down, Tennessee.
And here he's got Grant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Off play action. Barkley. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now Williams. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
For him so far, he's missed 2, but this one is good.
29, Ravens 14. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
Younghoe Koo.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
36.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to land.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incomplete. Now Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Barkley. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
The 1-yard line.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Titans 43, Ravens 14. Younghoe Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Today's final score, Titans 43.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, they continue to put